because I was like, and I had Amber look it over because I wanted to make sure like it was like super clear of the expectation.
She's like, I'm gonna close my door, and I say, oh yeah, was it?
Hello, everyone. Oh, 1 second.
I'm sorry, Wilfredo.
Can't hear anyone.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Okay.
I
No one was
just
talking.
think nobody
That's
was talking. Yeah.
I think we were on mute, Jacob. You're good.
That's okay. I was like, oh no. Well, good afternoon. And let's see here. I was going to try to pull that budget that I sent out to everyone. Or the agenda. Okay. It is 4 p.m. on Tuesday the 22nd. This is the CJC Board Meeting. It's good to see you all here. I can verify that this meeting was properly noticed. It was. Do we have someone who typically runs these meetings? I'm comfortable to do it, but I don't want to overstep if.
I typically would run the meeting, but you're going fine, and
Okay.
and we're fine.
Okay.
We'll call the meeting to order. Has the meeting been properly noticed?
Yes, it has.
And we do have quorum. We are missing Eric Oppegard.
Yes.
I think the Pledge of Allegiance was a mistake. This is not a in-person meeting, so we'll call the meeting to order. And does anyone have any owner comments? Are there any owner comments on the line? No? Okay. Then do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion to adopt.
And the second?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, let's move to our action items. Approval of the CJC, Kanoa, and CROA cost sharing agreement. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
I'll just put it up. Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I was
Andrew.
just gonna say, it's, the form that was discussed prior, same thing, nothing changed. So I think you guys saw it, and it's the one that we ended up on the last conversation. So as long as you guys are good, then I think we're good to proceed.
Yes. And we'd like to start negotiating the next one sooner rather than later, so none of us are caught off guard or surprised by anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess if you guys are comfortable, do we want to start that in January after the holidays?
We can wait till January if you want. We were ready to go as early as November, December. But January is fine too.
Has Kanoa voted on this yet?
On what?
On the cost sharing agreement, because each board needs to vote, and CROA hasn't voted on it. CROA will vote to approve it tomorrow night. So each of the three organizations needs to approve this.
We have not had a Kanoa meeting to approve it. However, we were present at both discussion meetings with a quorum, and it was voted to approve. So.
Okay. So that meeting is forthcoming then?
Yes, I don't believe it's been scheduled yet, but as I said, we had a quorum present at both meetings and it was voted on, so.
Okay. And I know CROA is voting to approve it tomorrow night, so that'll take care of two of the three. Okay.
We have,
then-
we have the entire board present right now at this meeting, so I'm sure if there's any objections, they'd speak up now. But as far as we know, it was approved at the last joint meeting we had with you.
I
we
think
had
it needs to
quorum.
be done, yeah, but it needs to be done at a properly noticed meeting and, you know, it has to follow the protocols of the
Yeah.
meeting, so.
We can make it quick by the, and get it done by the end of this month even, but he's right. It just has to have its own canoa meeting notice and then a vote inside that meeting.
Okay, we could schedule that at the same time then that we schedule the approval of the Canoa budget.
Yes, we can.
Okay, then if there's no further discussions, all in favor of approval of the cost sharing agreement?
Aye.
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 All right, and then approval of the 2025 CJC budget. Motion from anyone?
Yeah, motion to approve.
We have a quick discussion on 2 items.
Yeah, can we get a second for discussion? I'll second for discussion. So yes,
I'm just wanting to know if I read that right. Is it really $26,000 just to mow underneath the water tower?
Could be. Let me take a look at the budget. Doesn't sound too far.
I mean, that's the only shared asset we have, so I was a little shocked that it would be $26,000 just to mow that area.
$2,000 just over $2,000 a month is high for mowing.
For that little piece of land, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's bike.
Were you looking at the grounds maintenance for the water tower?
Yes,
just landscape maintenance.
landscape maintenance, $26,000 a year for just a water tower.
Is there any 851 shared expense there as an administrative home of CJC? Jacob? And you may need to get the answer on that, but
I'll have to get the answer on that because I would agree that's a bit of an odd one. That okay, let's see here.
We can definitely look at it. I'm just looking, 2023 was 25,575. 2024 is projected to be 25,200, and then it's being budgeted for 26,000 for 2025.
I mean, I'm personally okay with, approving the budget this time because I know we need to move forward, but I think that's something that we really need to look at if we're really being charged $26,000 for not even an acre. I mean, I don't
It's
even
too
know.
high.
It's so tiny that land and buy it.
I have a feeling there's other land rolled into there, but I think we need to wait and get that answer. But I agree that we need an answer on that.
I can absolutely look into that.
And then the
And
other
there-
question I had has actually been answered already. I was just curious as to, with the only shared asset that we have being that water tower, why insurance was $323,000. But that's been explained to me that literally all 4 associations' insurance were lumped into that amount and put into the CJC budget. So
Mhm.
I just thought $323,000 for a water tower was a bit crazy, but now I understand that all 4 associations' insurance was put into that.
Yeah, we're all covered under the same policy, and it's more than just like property insurance and liability insurance. It's a directors and officers insurance and
Yeah,
a lot of other
I get it.
things.
Like I said, my initial thought was that it was just for the shared asset, but now I understand that it's
Right.
for all 4 associations.
Yeah.
That was it.
Just 2 comments I'll make is overall, right, from the budget 2024 to the proposed budget this year, it's increasing by 175,000 or about 7.6%. The majority of that is due to an oversight last year and not including the employee benefits that are required under the management agreement. So that impacted both the CROA and CJC budgets this year, and that accounted for 161,000 of the 175. So when we back that expense out, it's only truly a $14,000 increase or about 0.6% increase from 2024 to 2025. So just make that awareness to you guys that there wasn't a large increase because of additional expenditures. It was just an item that wasn't accounted in a prior year that is accurately being reported this year.
Gotcha.
Good to know.
If there's no other discussion, I'll call the question for approval. All in favor of approving the 2025 CJC budget, knowing that we will get clarifications on landscape?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Board comments. I just want to ask, can we just get a brief status, Jacob, of the water tower maintenance and what the process and timeline of that is?
So that one, I want to say we're going to be starting that. I know the main point of contact on that is Lauren, so I don't want to say something, overspeak on this one. But they're going to start into that very soon in the next month or so, and that in our last meeting in August, we discussed the pulley system, which is not going to be part of the current scope of work and will be an additional scope of work for this, which we're looking at doing after the fact. And that'll be so we can raise up the promotional banners for different events. But that'll go in after the construction of this goes. That's about that I have for the moment.
That's
I don't
okay.
have too much.
Can I ask, for the purpose of the minutes of this meeting and also just for record, can you have Lauren provide the CJC committee a schedule, like a detailed schedule of like when completion is, when it's starting, just a whole schedule for the water towers, so that as the community asks, we at least have answers for that, and someone has the details.
That's something I want to have for my own records as well, so I'd be happy to do that and be able to provide it to this committee.
Great. And if that can come with the landscape explanation in the same email, that would be fantastic.
I think the last time I spoke to Lauren about it, I think the no later than date for that project to be done is December 20th, right?
That's why I'm asking and what I want to see in writing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I was told, but I'd like to see it as well.
And I hope that that's what it is too. That would be great. Any other board comments?
Just thinking of scheduling, I think it was quarterly that this group met together. Obviously, we want to probably have touch points more regularly, just because we want to have discussion and back and forth on what that call sharing will look like next year. I know I just threw out January as a start, but is that something that for, say, the first quarter of next year, we want to have monthly meetings, and then from there we can determine if it's appropriate to continue monthly or to go every other month or quarterly?
Yeah, let's wait for Lauren to be back to help us set up the scheduling of those things, though.
Do you want to look
I
at doing?
agree, though. Starting a meeting in January.
With this committee, do you want to look at scheduling a date out now? I mean, we're a ways out. We're a little closer in time, reaching out in December to schedule that.
We don't have everyone here even now, so
That's fair. Mhm.
let's
Yeah,
wait
and
for
can we
all the
wait?
parties.
Can we wait
Yeah.
until after Kanoa is able to schedule that meeting to approve our budget and the cost sharing agreement? And then we'll come together as a CJC board again and meet after that.
I want to try to get that CSS meeting early next week. Maybe we can try to get a Kanoa one in around the same time as well, just so we can get them both approved and out of the way.
And I guess, do we want to have another CJC meeting this year, or are we good wrapping up as of now?
I don't think we need to have another CJC meeting this year, unless anyone feels otherwise, but
I don't see any reason.
I will just make an action item to keep you guys up to date, since there won't be any other meetings before the hopefully completion of the water tower project, that we keep you guys updated on this project.
yes, please. Thank you. And I think the questions and schedule will come from dictated from the schedule that you provide when you have more details on that. And then a note to schedule a meeting for mid-January for the next CJC meeting. Unless, of course, something comes up between now and then.
I'll
Sounds good,
probably
yeah.
do that in early December, reaching out to schedule that meeting.
Great.
Attempt to do that then. So I bet we'll be able to get a date set.
Any other comments or a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
That was fast. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
Appreciate
everyone.
Thank
it.
you, guys. All righty.
Oh, did we get a second and vote on that? The adjournment?
Nope, need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Who started the motion?
Andrew?
Thank you. Have a
You
good
could
one,
actually
guys.
do it by
Thank you.
unanimous approval.
Thanks, everyone.
So,
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.